Hello students, warm welcome to our YouTube channel. Today's topic of discussion, quadratic comparison and data comparison for IBPS RRB Clerk Mains examination. Please be ready with pen and paper. Please subscribe our YouTube channel, Time for Bank SSCCGLE, and click on the bell icon so that you get notification of all the videos that are uploaded on this channel. Okay, now let's start first question. Here directions are given. Directions for the question number 1 and 2. Two quadratic equations 1 and 2 are given below. Some more information is given here. Use the information to answer the questions that follow. Look at the information as well as the quadratic equations. 2q square plus 19, 2qx square plus 19x plus 3p is equal to 0. 3y square plus 5p plus 3q of y plus 32 is equal to 0. The given information, the product of the roots of the first quadratic equation is 3 by 4, and some of the roots of the second quadratic equation is minus 22 by 3. So what is the value of cube root of PQ? So first of all, need to find out PQ. How to get PQ? By using this information. Now, product of the roots of the first quadratic equation is 3 by 4. Dear students, if you observe, what is the formula for product of the roots? Product of the roots is equal to C by A. C by A means 3P by 2Q. First quadratic equation, which is equal to 3 by 4. Now, what is the value of P by Q? P by Q is equal to 1 by 2. 3 and 3 get cancelled. Now, 2, it goes exactly 2 times in 4. So, what is the value of P and Q? P is to Q is equal to 1 is to 2. P is to Q 1K and 2K. The values are. Now, look at the second part here. The sum of the roots of the second quadratic equation is minus 22 by 3. Sum of the roots means 5p plus 3q by 3 means sum of the roots is equal to minus b by a. Minus b by a means minus 5 times of p. P is equal to k here, so 5k. So q is equal to 2. 2 into 3, that is a 6k. So minus b by a. A is equal to 3. Which is equal to minus 22 by 3. Simplify. It will give the value of k. Now minus and minus get cancelled as well as 3. Now 11k is equal to 22. The value of k is equal to 2. When k is equal to 2, the values of p and q are 2 and 4 respectively. Now find the value of, what is the value of cube root of PQ? PQ means P into Q. That is 2 into 4, 8. Cube root of 8. Cube root of 8 is equal to 2. What is the right choice? Option 4. Choice 4 is the correct answer for this question. Now look at the next example on your screen. Same data I carry forward here. The value of P, that is 2, and the value of Q, it's a 4. Now, what is the question here? Find the sum of the reciprocals of the larger roots of both the quadratic equations. Now, find out the roots here. What are the roots for the first quadratic equation and second quadratic equation? Q is equal to 4 means 2 into 4, 8x square plus 19x. Now, P is equal to 2 means 2 into 3, that is a 6, is equal to 0. 6 means 2 into 3. Now, 2 into 8, that is a 16x plus 3x is equal to middle term. Now, what are the roots here? The roots are, so minus 16 minus 3 by coefficient of x square. The factors are 16 and 3. The roots are, take the same numbers with opposite sign, divide with the coefficient of x square. These are the roots of the first quadratic equation. Now, larger roots we need to find out. So which is the larger root? Here minus 3 by 8 is the larger one. Reciprocal. Reciprocal means minus 8 by 3. Minus 8 by 3. Okay. Now what about the second quadratic equation? Second quadratic equation, just look at 3y square plus, now 5 into 2, 10, 3 into 4, that is a 12. So 10 plus 12, that is a 22y plus 32 is equal to 0. Now what is the result here? Just to simplify. How many, what is the cancellation here? 2 times of 16, that is 32. Now 3 into 2, that is a 6, 6 plus 16, 22. 16y plus 6y, that is equal to middle term, 22y. Now what about the factors? 16 and 6. The roots are minus 16 by 3, minus 6 by 3. Which is the larger one? The larger one is minus 2. Now what to find? Sum of the roots of the larger, reciprocal of the larger roots of the given quadratic equations. Now what is the reciprocal? Reciprocal here, that is a minus 2 will become minus 1 by 2. Minus 1 by 2. Just add these two values. Sum of these two is the answer. Here LCM is 6. 2 into 8, 16. 3 into 1, that is 3. 3 plus 16, that is a 19. So what is the result? Minus 19 by 6. The answer choice, option 3. Third choice is the right answer. Okay. Now moving to the next example. Now direction for the question number 3 and 4 is given here. Solve the quadratic equations number 1 and 2 by using the given instructions to answer the questions that follow. 2x square minus 5x plus q is equal to 0. 2y square minus 3y minus r by 2 is equal to 0. Given that the bigger roots of the equation 1 is 3 and the value of 2q plus r is equal to 22. Dear students, bigger root of the equation 1 is 3, means one of the roots is 3. One of the roots is 3 means what is the other root? Means here first equation is given as 2x square minus 5x plus q is equal to 0. One of the roots is given. Find out the value of q first of all. So how to find the q first of all means substitute 3 in place of x. When you substitute 3 in place of x, 2 into x square. 2 into x square means 3 square. That is a 9. 3 into 5, that is a 15. Plus q is equal to 0. So 18 minus 15 plus q is equal to 0. The value of q is equal to minus 3. When q is equal to minus 3, substitute here, find out the value of r. So minus 3. 2 into minus 3, that is a minus 6. Take other side, becomes positive 6. So r is equal to 22 plus 6 is equal to 28. By substituting q as minus 3 here. The values of q and r will define. Now find out the roots. Now 2x square, first equation, minus 5x plus q. What is the value of q? Q here minus 3. So minus into plus, that is a minus. So minus 3 is equal to 0. What are the factors here? Minus 6x plus x is equal to middle value, that is 5x. Simplify. So what are the roots means? Take the same numbers with opposite sign, divide with coefficient of x square. Now what to find here? We need to find out the bigger given, find out the q plus r, q minus r. By using these, we need to frame a quadratic equation. Okay. Now q plus r, just wait. Right. So just look at the question. Find the quadratic equation whose roots are q plus r and q minus r. We need to find out the quadratic equation. We need to find out the roots here. Just look at here. The roots are q plus r. Q plus R means Q is equal to how much? Q is equal to minus 3. R is equal to 28. 28 minus 3, that is 25. Next, Q minus R. Q minus R means Q is equal to minus 3, R is equal to 28. Minus 3 minus 28, that is minus 31. Now find out the quadratic equation. So how to find the quadratic equation means just look at this one. When the roots are alpha and beta, then the quadratic equation, the frame of a quadratic equation will be x square minus x of alpha plus beta plus alpha beta is equal to 0. This is the frame of a quadratic equation. Substitute the root, simplify, you will get answer. X square, a minus of x of alpha plus beta. By adding these two, 25 minus 31, that is minus 6, minus of minus plus 6x. Minus into plus, that is a minus, alpha into beta, the product of 31 and 25, that is 775, is equal to 0. What is the quadratic equation? X square plus 6x minus 775 is equal to 0. Right choice, option 2. Second choice is the right answer. Option number 2. Okay. So value of Q minus 3, value of R, that is 28. Need to find out the quadratic equation by using Q plus R and Q minus R. This is the frame of a quadratic equation. Okay. Now look at the next example on your screen. What is the sum of the reciprocal values of the smaller roots of the equation 1 and 2? Right. Here the value of Q is given. What is the value of Q? Q is equal to minus 3. So Q is equal to minus 3. What about the R value? R is equal to 28. So 28. Substitute here. So what is the result? 2x square minus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now the roots here, the factors are minus 6x plus x, that is equal to middle term. So what are the roots? Same factors with opposite sign, divide with coefficient of x square. Now simplify here. Here 3 times 1 by 2. Okay. Now next one. 28 by 2. 28 by 2 means that is a 14. 2 here it goes exactly 14 times. 2y square minus 3y minus 14 is equal to 0. Now 14 means 2 into 7. Now what are the factors here? 2 into 2, that is a 4 and 7. 4y and 7y. Minus 7y plus 4y, that is equal to minus 3y, which is a middle term. Now what are the factors? 7 and 4. The roots are, take the same numbers with opposite sign, divide with coefficient of y square. Okay, what we need to find? Sum of the reciprocal values of the smaller roots of. What are the smaller roots? Here, the smaller one is minus 1 by 2. In the first quadratic equation, smaller one, that is a minus 1 by 2. In the second quadratic equation, what is the smaller? Minus 2 is the smaller. So minus 2. Sum of these two values is the answer. How much is the sum of these two? Minus 2 minus 1 by 2. Here, minus 5 by 2. The right choice, option number 3. Third choice is the right answer. Okay. Now, moving to the next example. Here, directions are given. In each question, 2 equations numbered, 1 and 2 are given. You have to solve both the equations and mark the appropriate option. Dear students, options are given as x less than y, x greater than y, s less or equal to y, x greater or equal to y, x and y are equal, or relation cannot be established. These are the 5 choices. Now, look at the first example. 4x square minus 23x plus 15 is equal to 0. 15. Here I am expressing 15 as a 3 into 5. Now, how to get the middle term? 23 means 4 into 5, that is 20. The first quadratic equation 20 and 3. So minus 20 minus 3 are the factors. What about the roots means positive 20, positive 3 by coefficient of x square. So 20 by 3 and 3 by 4. Okay. Next, y square. What is the value of y square means here y square is equal to 162 by how much? 288. Now simplify this. Now what is the cancellation? 18 9 times, 18 16 times. The value of y is equal to plus or minus 3 by 4. 3 by 4 and minus 3 by 4. It is satisfying two values, plus 3 by 4 and minus 3 by 4. So these are the values of the second quadratic equation. Okay. Now observe the relation, how these are related. 3 by 4 and 3 by 4 both are same. Both are same means x is equal to y. Here the first quadratic equation roots, one of the roots is 5. 5 is greater than these two values, means x is greater than y. 3 by 4 is greater than minus 3 by 4. So one time it is greater than, one time it is equal. Then what is the relation? Combining these two, we get x greater or equal to y. The right choice, option 4. Choice 4 is the right answer. Okay. Next example on your screen. Next. Same directions are given here. 1 greater than 2, 1 less than 2, 1 is less or equal to 2, greater or equal to 2, both are equal or no relation. Look at this one. P is 20% more efficient than Q in doing a piece of work. So efficiency of P and Q. So P is 20% efficient means when Q is equal to 100%, P is equal to 120% of Q. So what is the efficiency ratio? 6:5. And how the efficiency and days are related? Inversely proportional. How these are related? Inversely proportional. More efficient will take less time. Okay. Look at the quantity one. The value of x. If P can do 3/4 of the work in x days. Now look at the first quantity. First quantity. X value to be found here. X need to compare with the y. Now what is saying in the first one? P can do 3/4 of the work in x days. Here P can complete the whole work in 5k days. Then 3/4 of the work he can finish in x days. Now find out the value of x. How much is the value of x? X is equal to 3 by 4 into 5k. Similarly, Q. Similarly, if you observe Q value, whole work he can finish in 6k days, then 3 by 5 of the part he can finish in y days. So what is the value of y? 3 by 5 into 6k. Now just compare these two. 15 by 4k, 18k by 5. Solving this. Now what is the cancellation here? 3, 5 times, 3 here, 6 times. K and k get cancelled. By doing cross multiplication, 25 and 24. 25 is numerically greater than 24. Hence, the quantity 1 is greater than that of 2. So 1 is greater than that of 2 means right choice, option 1. First choice is the right answer. Okay. Now look at the next example on your screen. 1 greater than 2, 1 less than 2, 1 less or equal to 2, greater or equal to 2, both are equal or no relation. Choices. Now look at the next one. In a set, the sum of the 6 consecutive odd numbers is x. Quantity 1. The sum of the second and the fifth numbers of the set. Quantity 2. The sum of the first and the sixth numbers of the set. Odd numbers. What do you mean by odd numbers? The numbers which are not exactly divisible by 2. Or you can say when divided by 2 leaves 1 as a remainder. Now, here I am taking the 6 odd number sequence. First number x, second number x plus 2, next x plus 4, x plus 6, x plus 8, and x plus 10. So these are the 6 odd numbers. What is the first one? The sum of the second and the fifth number. Second number and the fifth number. X plus 2 plus x plus 8. That is 2x plus 10. Now, second quantity. Quantity 2. The sum of the first number and the sixth number of the set. First number and the sixth number of the set. X plus 10. That is 2x plus 10. How these two are related? Both are equal. Now, both are equal means option 5. Fifth choice is the right answer. My dear student, just for your information, I am taking the first 6 odd numbers. 1, 3, 5 odd natural numbers here. Just look at this one. Instead of taking x and other variable, of course, already x is given. So let me take one more variable here. So instead of x, I will take k because here already x is given. Okay, 2k plus 10. Now here it is a k and k plus 6, k plus 8, and k plus 10. Okay. Now, dear student, just look at this example once again. I'm taking the 6 consecutive odd natural numbers, smallest natural numbers. Okay, natural numbers. Now look at these two values. How much is the sum of these two? And what about sum of these two? Always equal. Am I clear? So what is the right choice? Option number 5. Next. An article is sold at a profit of 20% after allowing a discount of rupees 480 on its market price, which is 50% more than its cost price. Quantity 1, market price of the article. Quantity 2, that is 2600. Market price of the article and 2600. Here, I am assuming the cost price as 100%. What about the profit? 20% is the profit, means selling price is equal to 120% of the cost price. And how much more it is marked above the cost price, which is 50% more than the cost price, means market price is equal to 150%. Now, discount offered is 480 rupees, which is 30%. 30% is a discount offered, which is equal to 480. Then find out the market price. Market price is equal to how much? 150%. Now, 30 is becoming how many times here? 30 is becoming 5 times. 30 into 5 is equal to 150. So 5 times of 480. That is 2400. 2400. Here 2600. How these two are related? 2400 is less than 2600. Now the answer choice, option 2. Second choice is the right answer. Okay. Look at the next example on your screen. The speed of a boat in still water is 750% more than the speed of the current. 750% more. My dear students, if we assume the water current as 100%, the value of the water current here 100% speed, then the speed of the boat in still water is 750 more. 750 more means 100 plus 750, that is 850%. So speed of the boat I am taking B and the water current as a W. So B is equal to 850% of W. 0 and 0 get cancelled. 5 here 17 times. 5 it goes to 2 times. So B by W is equal to 17:2 is the ratio. Then what about the value? 17K and 2K. Now look at the example here. Quantity 1. The downstream speed of the boat, downstream. What is the quantity 1? the downstream speed of the boat means 17 plus 2k, that is 19k. And what about the second quantity? 18 kilometer per hour. Now need to compare these two values. The downstream speed of the boat, if it covers an upstream distance of 52.5 kilometer in 3.5 hours. So distance covered in upstream. What is the distance covered in upstream? 17k minus 2k, that is a 15k. 15k is equal to how much? 52.5 by 3.5 hours. 3 hours, 30 minutes. 3.5 means 3/1 by 2. What is the value of 3/1 by 2? That is a 7/2. So 7 by 2. By 2 means I am taking other side. Remove decimal, add 0 on the other end. Simplify. Now 7 10 times, 7 75 times. 15 in 75, it goes to 5 times. 2 into 5, 10, and 10 gets cancelled. Now the value of k is equal to 1. When k is equal to 1, 19k means 19 kilometer per hour. 19 kilometer per hour, 18 kilometer per hour. Just compare these two. 19 is numerically greater than 18. Then what is the right choice? Option 1. The answer for this question, choice 1. Okay. Right. Next example on your screen. Quantity 1. The rate of interest per annum offered on a sum of rupees 17,500. If the difference between the simple interest and the compound interest and on the same sum at the same rate of interest for 2 years is 252. And the quantity 2, that is a 15%. Quantity 1, we need to find out. Quantity 2, that is a 15% per annum. Here we need to find out the R value. Dear students, if you observe the difference between the compound interest and simple interest given here over a period of 2 years. Look at this formula. This formula is applicable only for 2 years. This is the formula to find out the difference between the simple interest and compound interest over a period of 2 years only. It is applicable only for 2 years. Okay. Now, what is the difference? The difference is given here as 252. That is the difference. And the value of P is equal to, that is the principal, 17,500 R square by 100 into 100. So, zeros to 0 we can cancel. 25 here 4 times. 25 in 175, it goes 7 times. What about the 7 here? 7, it goes how many times? 36 times. 36 and 4 are perfect squares. Now R square is equal to 36 into 4, that is 144. The value of R. The value of R is equal to 12% per annum. Here quantity 2, that is a 15% per annum. How these are related means now 12 is numerically less than 15% per annum. So right choice, 1 is less than 2. The answer choice is option 2. Second choice is the right answer. My dear students, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is a time for bank exams to get more videos on the content videos for the examinations like bank, SSCCGLE, insurance, railway examinations, other competitive examinations. Now, social media channel links are given in the description box here. The channels are Telegram channel, YouTube channel, Instagram, and Facebook. My dear students, for classroom coaching, do contact your nearest time center. For online courses, you can enroll at t4e.info/banksssc online. Thank you very much for watching this video. Have a nice day.